Okay. Working on this other elevator car down there. Been here for a while. Got the old phone board removed. Trying to figure out now how to mount stuff. Got all kinds of tools and things I need to help, since I don't have help. The table is the biggest thing I needed to bring, the single one item. Sorry, operator error there. Stupid phone. What is it doing? Why does it do that? Does some really weird stuff lately. This phone is, I don't know. It's got issues. Anyway. Alright, where was I? I was trying to get this clamp. I think will do what I need to do here. Ugh. Okay. Stupid. This is why you need help on jobs sometimes. It's just too difficult to try it alone. And you waste time figuring stuff out. Oh. Right there. Yeah. Of course, this stupid clamp is in the wrong spot now. Something like that. Oh, that's in the wrong spot though. Okay. I gotta move that. Doggone it. Come on, clamp. Cooperate. Okay, right there. Hello. Oh, hey, Baba. Oh, the light is blinding you a little bit. Sorry. That might actually work better. How does that work? That cleared that up. Anyway. Trying to figure this. I got the old phone system ripped out. Trying to figure out now how to mount this. It's complicated because it's just not a flat piece of metal on the front. It's got all this stuff back here that mounts everything. Everything mounts too, up and down the panel board here, the button board, the control panel. So makes it hard getting holes figured out and how to mount it. And I got the big table here, the old Workmate, my giant vise holding the control panel in a nice place. And we got a million tools outside. Because I have no idea what I would need for this. I did a lot of research beforehand. Alright. And there's a lot of noise from the air handler, so I don't know how well you guys can hear me. I'm gonna figure this out here now. Alright, so if that's there, where is that hole at? Just below. Somewhere down in there. Let's see where that is. Right even with that. So that's over in here. That might be a good spot. That might be a real good spot. And now the other holes over here. How far over? Gotta find something to measure from. Something to measure from here. Let's see what this says. It says nothing. It's terrible. Okay, let's use this. So that's about the center. And that's there. Oh, that's good looking. So that would be somewhere there. And then this one would be down here somewhere. Alright, I think that's a good spot. We need level though. Make sure we're level. Oh, I hate that. Even if it had magnets, it's not going to stick. Everything's stainless. Alright, gonna drill some holes now and pray for the best. Cat. If anybody's here still, I don't know. Can't tell from YouTube. Typical. Drill bits. I brought good drill bits. Okay, somebody, because for me the people counter, now it changed. The people counter on this app is so terrible. Alright, let's drill a small hole first. I still got to figure out how to fill this hole in. Where is that part? This part here. Might come down to there. I have to cut that. Could I still mount it? I could still mount it. I need more light. Where is my headlamp? Oh, I'm ready. Okay. Can you guys hear me enough with the background noise? Okay. Because the air handler is running in the background. I'm assuming you can hear that. It's very loud. Alright, sorry, pardon my getting in the way here. Okay, that's tough. Well, this bit is junk. The bit seems sharp. Stainless steel, this is the problem. Alright, let's put some stuff away before I drop junk everywhere. Get rid of that. That stuff away. How's the battery on this? It's not charging. The trouble with these phones, they're all screwed up. Alright, we need a stronger drill bit or something. What we really need is a split point drill bit. We don't have that. That would start better. Holy crap, that's hard. Jeez. What do I got for other drill bits? Anything? I've got a Dremel, but I don't think they have anything to use with it. Sadly. That's broken. That's all stupid. So, we do not have Dremel. We got a tool, but no bits. Yep. Borrowed, and there's not a lot of pieces part. Oh, there's a grinder bit. Maybe, well, maybe. Just fine. Got a miracle. Wonder if this would do anything. Oh, but maybe I found like a diamond bit. I don't know. Oh, this is a pain. Alright. Man, it is barely denting it. Jeez. I'm gonna fight my butt off if I keep doing that. Okay, put that down there. Use this diamond bit. Maybe this will work, I don't know. That's why I brought a ton of stuff, because I knew this was going to be interesting. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Nope. Not even phasing that stuff barely. It's the wrong bits. Whatever this is. Alright. That's not helping. Alright. Because I want to put this up as video later, maybe. I started recording this with video, but then the phone stopped recording. I don't know. It's a pain in the ass using these phones to do this stuff. So I want to be able to put this up as a video format, not in the horizontal, vertical mode. All right, so that's useless. All right. And we won't have any trolls, really. In horizontal mode. Now where am I going? Let's move that, move that, move that. Put this over here. Alright. Man, what other bits do I have? What other bits do we have? Nothing really great, that's the trouble. Just average stuff. Try this bit for giggles. See if it's any difference. Alright, finally, where are we at? Right there. Okay. Okay. Players right here. That would elevator is falling down. Keeps settling. It's a hydraulic elevator. Alright, so I have to cut this out. I have to cut some of this material in the back out of the way, otherwise there's no way to bolt it. Get a nut and a bolt on there. Just the hardware that I found. Should have gone with smaller hardware. Yeah. It's not good. It's 1/4 inch, right? Oops, sorry. Oh. Alright, so that hole, okay, are we still pretty level? Yep. Okay. This is a pain in the butt. Oh, don't do that. No skating allowed. No skating allowed. Alright. Alright, I need to do that. This is going to be a pain to drill. I'm going to have to drill it though. Let's see where those screws are. I should have done this at home on the drill press. These might be too big, damn it. How tight does this fit? Try it. Making a big hole first. And I got one point I can center off of. Now, can I drill a hole in this? That's the question. How tough will that be? Let's see, I need a clamp. Cheap vice grip. Need a piece of cardboard. Yeah. I want to drill that corner first. Alright, need to get something to catch stuff. This might work. Let's see, should I drill them all? Probably should. Three, two, should I flip it around? Man, this table is such a handy thing. So handy. Three. Drill bit is getting dull. I don't know if I have any spray here. Okay, why doesn't this work? Let's see if that helps. Oh, we're smoking. Now that bit is trash. Okay. Has to get sharpened. And I did bring the grinder to sharpen if I have to. Let's try to find another bit. Well, this one looks brand new. Brand new. It's a little bent. Definitely been used. It's got a wobble. Maybe, maybe not. Alright, we got 4 holes. Alright, now I need a hole up here. I already did that. I got that hole. Let's try this. Ooh, that's warm. Ooh, that's warm. That's a weird screw, huh? Oh, that's a burr. That's one. Alright, so keep this bit. I need this. Let's go a little bigger here. Deburr these a little bit. Ugh. Alright. That's reamed out, cleaned up. Alright. So, where's my bolts? Let's try that now. Oh, this one's got that washer. And it ain't gonna work. Okay. That's better. And we can't get a nut on. Lovely. And I have to cut that out. What a pain. Ugh. Hey. I don't like that. Now let's see how it cuts first. Yeah, it cuts pretty good. Let's see, how should I do this? If I can get... Actually, maybe yeah, like that. Whoop! Don't push on that too hard. Came loose. Came loose. Didn't like that. That came loose. I'm gonna cut more. Why did you come loose? Whoops, that fell. Gooey fiber. Get a nut in there. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Almond Joy's got nuts. A lock washer, got nuts. Oh, that's got Loctite on it, doesn't it? Ah, how does this work? Alright, we got one hole. So now, I need to make that a hole. Where's that hole at? In there. What a masterful tool. What a masterful tool. Alright. There's another bolt. Where's the... Where's the Dremel at? Maybe this will work here. That didn't work. That was a pretty cheap whatever it was. It just fell apart. That was cheap. Alright. Let's try this bit. And my bolts. Pretty good. Where that's pretty good. Alright, so that's like 2. What a pain in the tush. in that area. Not at all. Like that at all. Nope, can't do that. We got a low battery, huh? Anybody here? A few people, maybe. Nope. Alright, we got close. Yeah, I think so. One more hole. What a pain. Snakes. Oh. Alright, that battery is dead. Whew. Where's that hole at? Okay, right there. Alright, we gotta charge the battery. It's a good thing we brought the charger. Alright, now we gotta cut the back out. Right there. And there. Let's get rid of this. We don't need that anymore. Okay. I'm gonna cut this out. Where's our holes at? Can I get a bolt on there? Just gotta cut that. Okay. Okay, this one. Where's the hole? Right there. Okay. Oh yeah, we can get a nut on that. And then this one, a little trickier. Alright. We got our, I need more lights. Oh, that. Yuck. What am I cutting into? I don't know. Too high. Too high. Oh! nasty. Okay, almost. Okay. Now we got space, I think. Maybe not. Now we do. Beautiful. All right, we got. Oh yeah. Oh, I knew this was going to be a big. And I'm just not using screws because it's an elevator. It's got to be fairly vandal resistant, so it's got to be nuts and bolts. It's got to be nuts and bolts. Grounded. Hello. Oh no, watching paint dry is more boring. Anyhow, I can't show you everything. Sorry. So I'm getting this plate mounted in the elevator control board. I've had to make all kinds of surgery back here to be able to get the bolts and nuts to fit. And I got 2 more down here. It's a pain in the butt. Pain in the butt. Alright. Now I got my 4 holes. I can mount the board, the backboard. Okay. Some more lock washers. Okay. Some more nuts. Sometimes you feel like a nuts, sometimes you don't. I didn't do that yet, did I? Oh, I gotta make another hole. Or do I? No, I don't. Can I get the wire through there? Where is that? I gotta get the wire through. Where is that at? Right there. Alright. What do we got here? Excuse me. Okay, we can splice those back there. Okay. Good. Better bits. Do I have those bits here? No. Oh, it's ridiculous. Oh. Does that fit better? Oh yes, that fits much better. See how this works. It's turning. Actually, these are ratchets. on there. Okay. Whoa. Freaking elevator keeps moving, freaking me out. I gotta charge you guys. I think you're running pretty low on battery. What's with my charger? What's with my battery? Cat's paw. There. It's working better now. So now, we'll push the wiring through here. Nice. Emergency. Just got to cut that piece to fill the hole there. Because I don't have the proper blank. So I have to cut this down because I'd have to make, let's see here, how much do we need? We need that much. Right there, from this side to there, to there. We need just past the S. How am I going to cut that? Carefully. I don't know if I can get that junk popped out of there or not. It's kind of epoxied in there. Maybe not. There we go. Pry it right out. Let's see, I need, now I need to cut this. Did I bring the hacksaw? I was gonna bring the hacksaw. Did I bring it? Probably didn't. Alright, what are we doing? I got a sawzall. I didn't bring the hacksaw, would have been the thing. Where's the part now? We got grounds. Okay. Let's cut this thing up. How do I want to do this? Carefully. Where's that block of wood? Alright, I don't need the Dremel anymore. Let's put this out of the way. I do have cutters for the Dremel. I could do that maybe. That might be simpler. Why is that loose, so loose? Sloppy. Okay, got it partially cut. Now we can trim it. See if it fits. Okay. Come on, silly light. You're supposed to bend, aren't you? Where's that sandpaper? need is a big file, and I don't have one with me. That fits gorgeous. That fits pretty good. Let's see how it looks here. Good morning, Vietnam. Pretty good. Just gotta wire it, program it, do all that stuff. Paint that so it doesn't say anything anymore. That can screw back right in. That's awesome. Do I have any black paints? It's not perfect, but it's not bad. Alright. Black paints. Can't think. Spray paints. Take this off, charge this up. I'll be right back. Alright, here we go. Alright. I'll take a walk, see if I can find any spray paint. So let's go on an excursion here. Look at all this stuff. Wait, there's no paint in there, is there? Nope. I know I saw paint, but that might have been at the Bat Cave. And I need sleep. I think where if I saw any spray cans, I can't remember. What's this? Yeah. Oh, look at that. That might have been the can that I think I saw. See if it works. Well, let's find out. Oh, yeah. Oh, I wasn't thinking. Oh, I should have cleaned this thing off before I... Doggone it. I don't have any... Should have wiped it down with alcohol. All right, where is... There's no rags up here. Is there? I'm not thinking. Alcohol and rags downstairs. I brought alcohol just for that. Or whatever. Not thinking. Clean and prep your surface before painting. Okay, paper towels, alcohol. Where's the alcohol? It's around the corner. Back is killing me. My feet are killing me. I need new shoes so bad. All right, here's the alcohol. All right, let's go try to paint this thing again. I need to keep a jar of toluene here. I got plenty. Just gotta bring some over here. Oh, hey, Drew. What the? So, I've been putting a new emergency phone in the other elevator. I got it mounted right here. I had to cut this so I could fill the hole because I cut that to be able to mount the unit flush. I'm trying to paint this now. What a pain in the butt. If you're here for a few minutes, you'll see when I go back downstairs. I just found some black paint. Of course, I didn't prep the piece of plastic, so the paint's looking funky. Need to wipe it with some alcohol. All right, where am I at? I don't think, can I turn the spotlight on? Let's see. Oh, look at that. So there's the thing I'm trying to paint. I just need to clean it better, I think, and it'll look good. It'll look decent enough. I had to cut it down to make it work. How do you do this? Anyhow. Finish selling that roof. Oh, fixing the roof, ceiling. Pretty much, I guess. I don't know. I have it. And over here, there's one specific little thing they should have done, but I think the landlord might not have done it. I don't know. Above my pay grade, as they say. Mostly the upper roof is done as far as I know. There might be a couple leaks to it. Nothing like it was. Where's the sandpaper? Oh. Any aliens out there tonight? Good screen frame. Good screen frame. Alright. What's that say? Just in the RVs. Rust-Oleum white. Alright, it's not perfect, but at least they won't be able to read the old lettering. It's matte black now. That screen printing was on there pretty good. Alright. How long does this take to dry? That's my problem. For some reasons, all the spray cans here in Canada are locked up behind cages. You know what always blew my mind? Where's the camera? Oh, there I am. Ooh. Why is the camera blocked? Oh. Ooh. When I go into a Walmart in some other city and you see the trailer hitches locked up and the underwear locked up. The trailer hitches blew my mind. That one blew my mind. Yeah, I could have cleaned this thing up better. It's got sand scratches in it now. No more cream cheese. I got bagels, but I don't have any cream cheese, I don't think. I used it all up. Cut open the spray can just to see what was... Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, Drew. Well, I got a million of those stories. Starting out with blowing myself up. And I think the last bad thing was getting shot. There's a whole bunch in between. Emergency service cream cheese, yeah. Yeah, actually, Dash Marts in big cities can supply amazing amount of stuff. I mean, I rarely have ever looked at the. I delivered a lot, but I've rarely ever looked online at what they can bring you. They can bring you a lot. Well, I should let this dry. It's not very warm up here. Wish I had better sandpaper. I can't find anything in this place. I brought one lousy piece with me, thinking I might need it for something. I don't like how this looks, but what can you do? All right, that has to dry a lot more. All right, take this, close that up. Yeah, you guys. I'm gonna leave this here to dry more. There's nowhere I can put it to make it warmer, is there? No. Not really. I'll leave it for a little. Come back. Tired. Like a long day of farting with other stuff at the house. Getting tools ready to come here. Getting everything here. Let's see if we can get this thing hooked up. Start reading the directions. Yeah, Drew. Yeah, there was a time I was that organized. Yep. Alright, where are we at? Put you back on the tripod. Alright, so gotta read directions. What is that wire for? Important. Must cut off bare wire leads when using gel-filled silicone connectors. Oh yeah. Yeah, well, we're not using those. We got two really dissimilar kinds of wire. So that ain't happening. Oh, so you still here, Drew? Orders. So anyway, where are we at? Facing the wrong way. There we go. So here's the new emergency phone. Mounting on this plate. Pain in the butt to get it to mount. I had to get all the old boards out of the way back here on the control panel. Drill holes for the bolts. Pain in the butt, and gnaw this fiber stuff out of the way. What a pain. What a pain. Alright, so let's see here. We got these wires need to get anchored. How am I going to anchor those? I don't know. This has to get anchored a little better. Maybe I could do a cable tie. Yeah. Alright. Cable tie. There's a good cable tie with a metal tab. The really good ones. Can I get that back there? It's pretty thick. It's pretty thick. It's pretty tight. That's a little screwdriver. Oh, that's sandwiching. No, it's not pulling on that. It's not pulling on that. It's pretty firm. Alright, how can we do this? That's what I want. I want to drill another hole. I'm tired. Can't get the multi-tool in there. That's too big. It's too big. Thank you for that multi-tool. I had to use it on this fiber board here. Alright, how can I do this? I have a tab. I got one of these. I need a long screw for that, not this. I don't have any long screws for that. And I might be able to find one. Might be able to find a longer screw. Oh, it's always something here. I need a way to mount this cable tie somehow. I really kind of like. How could I get? That is not going to move. That is tight. Neat and tight. Can't drill that. There's no way to make a hole. So where's my wire? My wire's here. What if I drill a hole there? Oh, better yet, up there. Too much stuff. I'll go uphill. I like that. Kind of like that. Where's the needle nose? Where'd they go? Forceps. Don't have a vacuum. And I should have brought it, I knew it. I have no idea where they're at in this building. Locked up. That thing's been going all night. Jesus. That air handler is so noisy. God. Alright. Can I get the cable tie through the hole I made? Oh, absolutely. Okay, bring this wire up. Bring that through. Strain relieved. Nice. Let's flush cut that. No sharp cable tie stuff, right? Okay, good. No sharp edges. Okay. I do not know how I'm going to connect these wires. That's what I haven't figured out either. All right, this is mounted. I should go back and check on my paint. Put another coat on that. Put this away. Don't want that. Let's sit down and read the manual. I'm gonna figure out how to program. That freaking elevator keeps making noises. My back is killing me. Now these lights are on. I don't know. The lights in this building, I can't figure them out. Can't figure them out. Oh, my back. Oh. I need some food. I got some snacks. I should eat something. All right, what do we need? Well, we don't have gel fill connectors. We can't do that. We just need to crimp it somehow good. Let's see, what was that thing for? That thing is 10 inches. That's too big. It wouldn't have fit there. What model is this one? That's a surface mount. Yeah, that's no good. Surface, this thing's 10 by 13. Now that's huge. Don't have that kind of landscape, real estate. Oh, here's a flat one. I guess we could have maybe gone with this one. We had to cut a lot of the back out though. I don't know how much that one costs though. Realized that there were 8,000 other Jews. needs to scrape it. Miner 65 cents. Buying ice scrapers. Oh yes, the ice scraper thing at Home Depot causing a tie-up of sales. Yes. All right. What is that wire for? There's a ground. What is that for? Our ground? Yeah, this thing's pretty grounded, I think. So, do I need to do that? What is that for? Ring terminal for earth ground. Goes there. Okay. Okay, so that goes there. Let's see, what else do we gotta do? We gotta connect this. When am I gonna connect? Yeah, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna crimp those wires together. All right. I'm tired. I wish I had coffee. I do have a Mountain Dew, I forgot. I bought a Mountain Dew and I have some chocolate. Oh, I have some dessert pieces too. All right, I'm gonna go, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get the Mountain Dew and some snacks. Well, the hard work is done. You just have to connect it. Maybe hook the ground up. If I can figure that out easy. Have to get a piece of wire. Do the do. Let me see. Get this down closer here. Tripod was broken. I had these vice grips to hold it together tonight. This phone doing here? Slide that over. Snacks. If I hadn't brought that workmate bench with me, I couldn't do this because I knew I couldn't do it. This thing had to be up in the air, you know. And that workmate bench, man, what a tool. Clamp that thing and just leave it sitting there, you know. Just fits in the elevator too. Barely. Somebody said they don't make that anymore either. That bench. I got snacks. Ooh. I got Hershey Nuggets. Oh, I was gonna go paint that piece again. That's right. We might finish wiring up this mini split on Wednesday. Ugh, it's gonna be cold. Use what? The workbench or the emergency thing I'm putting in? Oh, that thing came back. So noisy. You gotta have a table, but this workmate is so brilliant. It can do so many things for you. The Oregon Trail? No. I don't know if you can hear that thing firing up. Variable vane Venturi fan. I get cookies because I'm working. Oh, the workmate bench? Somebody said they don't make that big one anymore. I don't know. That thing's 30 years old, maybe. I've had that a really long time. I got a lot of tools I've had longer than all the girlfriends combined. Well, looks like Mr. Secretary of Defense might be in some really deep doo-doo. Because you're just not allowed to like double kill people. And that's what he did. Sounds like. You're not allowed to double kill people. Oh yeah, you were telling me that, I think. Yeah, well, I would need somebody to be able to explain to boss man why that's the way to go. But I don't know if you could do that without figuring, I don't know if you could figure out how to tie that into the existing brain that this building has or not, you know. Yeah, but I think you'd save a lot of power, like you were talking. It'd save a lot of energy. Stumbled on another guy doing controls and putting in replacing something and putting in a VFD. And he really went through stuff, went through steps and told you lots of stuff. It was a good video. I shared it with Darren. No, we're not going to eat anything like that. I've heard of people inhaling, somehow getting poison ivy in their throat and their mouth. Nasty. Nasty. I got poison ivy this summer from the weed whacker out in that forest I was cleaning up. I kind of thought about it, and I didn't wear long sleeves. Oh, tired. I got no way to get out of here for another couple hours, probably. No car tonight. about that old. Get a good electronic plug-in bug zapper. Those things seem to work. A good one though, a decent one. But turn it off at night maybe when you're sleeping. Well, the Browns lost. Ohio State kicked butt yesterday, though. I forget how I gotta get out of here. 2 buses at least. 3 maybe? Unless I do a bunch of walking, I could take maybe 1. I don't know. I'm tired. All right, so what do we do to program this? Move the dip switch to the on position. I hate the programming of this stuff. It's so clunky. So clunky. I'm still lucky I can read crazy small type. I should have glasses, but I mean, I can read this little stuff, no problem. My friends all look at me like, curse you. Yeah. Yep. I mean, I've done that with some stuff, but rarely. How much do they want for this one? Curious. Look this one up. They have so many models of this stuff. This would have been harder to mount though, because I would have had to cut a bunch of stuff out of the way maybe. None of these things mount easy. That's not the right Google. I hate when I open up maps and I start searching for stuff and it gives me gibberish answers. I'm like, why isn't it giving me the right answer? Oh, stop that. Like, 1600 dash 55A. That's not that much. Would have had to cut a lot of stuff out though. How much wide? 5 inches square? 5 inches square, I don't know. I have to cut a lot of stuff out back there. I don't know if there's room enough for that. That's one where you could mount it behind. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna hang up. Tired. Take another second or two here and try to put this all back together. Ciao. Check your smoke alarms. Good morning. All right, what are we doing here? Push those 2 buttons. All right, out of here. Ciao. Where's the button at? There it is.